Ladies and gentlemen, we'll first have the exchange of notes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the signing of the record of discussions between Government of Fiji and the Government of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, we can give them a big round of applause. That concludes the signing of the exchange of notes and record of discussions between Government of Fiji and Government of Japan. The JACA resident representative, Mr. Hiroki Sawada, to take a seat. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, we commence the signing of the grant agreement between the Government of Fiji and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. And that concludes the signing of the grant agreement between the Government of Fiji and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give the JICA resident representative, Mr. Hiroki Sawada, a round of applause.
I'm happy to announce that Fiji is set to modernize our radio broadcasting capabilities and increase access to information in even the remotest islands of Fiji. We are doing so by upgrading our existing medium wave AM infrastructure and transmissions, which we all know is not a commercially viable business, but which has much greater access than our FM broadcasts, and is the only way in which we can provide our remote communities with a signal strong enough to carry radio programming. Through this upgrade, Fiji Broadcasting Corporation will be able to provide clearer and more dependable programming to Fijians in maritime areas, and of course improve the overall quality of radio coverage for all Fijians. Indeed, I'm told that on a good day, this signal could be picked up even in New Zealand. This project has been made possible by the assistance of the Japanese government in the form of a $14.5 million grant. Fiji is eager to access the top-of-the-line equipment and technology provided to us by the Japanese government. Not only are we getting technology capable of reaching the furthest reaches of our nations and country, but it will provide the entire nation with a reliable service for many years to come. Fiji and Japan share a strong commitment to democracy and public participation. Both countries understand that access to information is a fundamental requirement of a functioning democracy. And I would like to thank the Japanese government for the faith that it has placed in the Fiji First government to use this grant to improve the lives of all Fijians. It is my fundamental belief that information belongs to the people. The right to information ensures that government remains accountable and that the public cannot be fooled by those who are misinformed. By increasing access to information for all Fijians, we increase transparency, and greater transparency brings greater trust between government and the people. Access to information is the lifeblood of a nation. It saves lives when we can boost our disaster in by broadcasting national warnings of natural disasters. It helps close the gap between those living in remote parts of Fiji and the Big Islands, and promotes greater economic opportunities by putting them on equal footing. It improves the quality of our education by bringing everyone the latest technical and scientific information. And it is an important tool in enabling Fiji to reach its true potential. It improves the quality of our democracy by providing equal access to information, as well as the right to equal opportunity and substantive justice contained in our Constitution. We have a public broadcaster in Fiji, not only to complement our private broadcasters, but to provide everyone with a broader sweep of programming. The FBC exists to serve the Fijian people. It is a vital tool in nation building, and it is crucial that its reach extends to every corner of the nation. With this upgrade, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally getting the sufficient technical means to do so. We are going to get even closer together as a nation. We now have the means for everyone with a radio to enjoy the voices and sounds that make up our national culture and also form our collective memories. So the importance of this investment cannot be overstated. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the board and management of FBC for the many initiatives they have undertaken to strengthen our cultural identity as a nation. A raft of programming has been introduced that is relevant to modern Fiji, and especially our young people. And the government especially appreciates those homegrown programs like Batini Tanoa, the Fijian Smiles, the talkback shows and community programs that are not only highly entertaining, but are bringing us even closer together as a nation. We need programming that is not only innovative, but promotes national unity, and that is what the FBC is doing. My fellow Fijians, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have heard me say often that I will not rest until every Fijian, no matter where they live, enjoys the same level of access to basic services as those living on big islands. Location should never determine your rights as a Fijian or your value to society. This not only means better access to such things as education, better health care, electricity, clean water, or telecommunications. It also means better access to information. No matter where you are, my government wants you to stay up to date with the most relevant news and all the latest developments in Fiji and overseas. And we are committed to diverting this service to you. We are committed to delivering this service to you wherever you live. I want to close again by thanking the government of Japan for working hand in hand with us on this mission to provide Fijians with equal access to information. And to those in the national broadcaster, the CEO, the technicians and managers who have the task of implementing this upgrade. The voice of the FBC will soon be a lot louder and clearer thanks to the generosity of the Japanese people. And it also strengthens our sense of nationhood in bringing Fijians even closer together. One nation, one Fiji. And I thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Fiji.
The Honorable Rear Admiral Josiah Voreqe Bainimarama, Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji. Honorable Ayaz Sayed Qayyum, Attorney General and Minister for Public Enterprises. Permanent Secretaries of Government Ministries, Mr. Sashi Singh, Board Chairman FBC, Mr. Riyaz Sayed Qayyum, Chief Executive Officer FBC, officials of FBC and the Fiji government, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Yandra Vinaka, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, and Ohayo gozaimasu. On behalf of the people and government of Japan, it is my great honor to participate in this auspicious occasion today. I wish to extend my appreciation to the Honorable Prime Minister for your commitment to renew the long-standing cooperation between Fiji and Japan towards elevating this partnership to a higher level. I also wish to congratulate the Honorable Prime Minister for achieving the massive turnaround at FBC. We Japanese are fond of working hard. It has become part of our identity. As such, we can easily relate to the long hours and hard work that must have gone behind FBC's success. Today, FBC has truly carved its own place as a public broadcaster operating in a commercial world. I'm pleased to say that upon formalization of the project for rehabilitation of the medium wave radio transmission, Japan will be providing medium wave radio equipment worth approximately 15 million Fiji dollars. This project will be implemented under Japan's grant aid scheme by JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency. This project entails the construction of a new transmission antenna, transmission house, supply of new two 558 kHz and 990 kHz transmitters with other related maintenance equipment and tools. Last year, the Honorable Prime Minister expressed his great hope during FBC's Diamond Jubilee celebrations that in cooperation with Japan, he was looking forward to the establishment of this project, which will be indispensable for disaster risk management in Fiji. Today, I'm extremely pleased that in line with the aspirations articulated by the Honorable Prime Minister 1 year ago, as well as through the commitments made by the Honorable Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister of Japan, at the bilateral meeting in May this year, we are able to accomplish practical results. I emphasize practical because for Fiji, this is practical delivery of government policy. For Japan, this is a practical contribution aligned with Fiji's development framework priorities arising from the spirit of our cooperation. Fiji and the Pacific Island countries are always vulnerable to unpredictable climatic changes resulting in flooding, cyclones, and hurricanes, vulnerable to sudden disasters caused by geological activity such as earthquakes and tsunamis. This is where the reach of the AM medium wave radio frequency becomes indispensable. Having countrywide coverage far greater than FM frequency, especially to remote maritime areas, AM medium wave radio can save countless number of Fijian lives in times of emergencies and natural disasters. This project will provide improved radio service to the people in remote maritime areas. Radio is the most convenient and effective means of communication for such regions. Apart from warnings and weather forecast, this project will enable the Fiji government to reach out to its people right across the nation without any difficulties. Other forms of communications technology or media find it hard to match the medium wave radio in this aspect. At this juncture, I'd like to highlight that Japan has a long-standing relationship with Fiji and the region in the area of disaster risk management. The government of Japan, almost 20 years ago, provided funding for construction of the Fiji Meteorological Services headquarters in Nandi. Since then, over the years, we have been providing continued assistance in this area through various projects as well as capacity building and community-based disaster risk management training programs. In delivering excellence on a national scale, the enhanced AM service will be able to cover all of Fiji from one site. I'm not exaggerating when I say that Japan has one of the best medium wave radio technologies. I am sure JICA will be able to channel such expertise in implementing this project. I look forward to a successful implementation of this project, and I hope it contributes towards taking disaster risk management to newer heights in Fiji. Japan remains committed towards providing continued support for the new phase of nation building in Fiji. Before I conclude, Honorable Prime Minister, as we set foot in the month of September from tomorrow, I would like to take this opportunity to convey a little in advance my warmest compliments to you and the government of Fiji, as September marks your first year in office after the return to parliamentary democracy in Fiji. I'm confident that this project will further strengthen the friendship between the people and the governments of Japan and Fiji. Thank you. Vinaka Vakarevu, Shukriya, Dhanyavad, and Arigato gozaimasu.
The plenipotentiary of Japan to Fiji. Ladies.
All good. There's a message there by the chairman. All good. There's a message there by the chairman.